All right, guys, now before we get into this video, I just want to say that my current shark card giveaway is still going on. As you'll hear about in a little bit, I think this DLC is going to be kind of expensive. So I have a shark card giveaway that's ending tomorrow. And then as soon as that one ends, I'm going to be doing another shark card giveaway that I think will end on like Monday afternoon or Monday night, right before this DLC launches. For the first giveaway, I'm giving away a whale shark card. You guys can obviously see it on screen right now. I'm not sure what I'll do for the second one. We might bump it all the way up to Megalodon or something like that. Yeah, we'll see, but I'll leave that giveaway tweet in the description, so go there. It's pretty simple, and you can check it out and possibly get yourself much more prepared for the DLC with a little bit of help. So let's jump straight into the video, and let's not waste any more time. So what's going on, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here. And last week when Rockstar gave us kind of the teaser of Finance and Felony, I made my first estimation video on how much I think the DLC is ultimately going to cost. And I estimated around $10 million. And boy, after today, does that seem like an underestimation of the century. And if any more information is released, I think we're witnessing the most expensive DLC yet in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, that comes with a bunch of cool content, don't get me wrong, but at the same rate, I think this is going to blow executives and other criminals out of the water in terms of how much this is going to cost. I mean, ENOC had some expensive items, but there was nothing really dynamic that I thought that would make it this expensive, and Further Adventures in Finance and Felony looks to have done that. So let's start with the vehicles. That's probably what everyone is most familiar with from the trailer. There were a ton shown off. I can't give you an exact amount. I think it was 10, maybe 11 or 12, depending on the number of variations that are going to be for each one of those cars. Let's start with the 3 super/sports cars. And I think, I'm not even joking, I think that to just buy and upgrade these 3 cars alone, it's going to be somewhere around the realm of $10 million. Because let's think about it. Last week, I said the Reaper is probably going to be $2.5 to $3 million just to buy. If those other 2 cars are slightly less expensive, let's call it like $1.8 million, $2 million, just on cars alone, you're going to be spending, and just on those 3 like supercars alone, probably like maybe $4 or $5 or $6 million just to buy them. That doesn't include any sort of customization or any sort of upgrades you're going to apply to the vehicle themselves. So just those 3 vehicles alone, I'm thinking at the end of the day, 7, 8, 9, maybe even upwards of $10 million just to buy and customize those 3 vehicles alone. So that is going to be crazy. And what's going to be even more interesting is if they all are supercars, there's only one that can be the fastest and only one that can be the best. So what are you going to do with the other 2? Or what are you going to do with the ones that aren't the best? Again, we're just going to have to figure out a lot of information when the DLC itself does drop on Tuesday. And as far as the other cars go, I think they're going to be pretty expensive as well because of the vehicles that were shown. Let's start with the land vehicles first. We've got another version of the Anus Windsor. This looks to be a cabrio or convertible version. You know, that's going to be expensive. I think the Windsor was definitely a couple $100,000 when it was released in ill-gotten gains. You've also got 2 armored versions of existing vehicles. The Dubsta and the Bravado Rumpo are looking to be making armored appearances in this DLC, as well as a new vehicle, that being the Benefactor SUV. We don't know what that's going to be. It was armored as well, and we know Rockstar liked to put a premium on armored vehicles based on what we've seen from executives and other criminals. Staying on the ground, we've also got to talk about that massive truck. The one that looks like it was an insurgent that got eaten by like an insurgent on steroids or whatever. It's like a garbage truck, a hybrid combination with the insurgent. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's going to be called. I can almost guess that that's going to be over $1 million, especially if it's a Pegasus vehicle. I mean, that is just a beast of a tank. I have no idea how much that is going to be and ultimately how much that is going to cost. We've also got new aerial vehicles. The helicopter, it looks to be pretty pricey based off of the real life version, which I actually covered in a video earlier in the day. it looks as if it will be pretty expensive, especially because it looks like it's at a minimum a 4-seater, at a maximum maybe a 6, 7, or an 8-seater. So I can see that being pretty pricey, another $1 or $2 million right there. The plane itself, I can imagine, won't be cheap. It looks like a luxury jet, probably $2 or $3 or $4 million right there, just depending on some of the features it has and what it does. So all in all, when you just consider vehicles, it's not far-fetched to say that the vehicle prices alone with customization could easily equal $15 to $20 million. I'm not even joking. If you wanted to buy everything, have everything fully upgraded and customized, then yeah, you might be looking at a price tag of around $15 to $20 million. How crazy is that? I think this DLC is going to stress the importance of buying the vehicles you really want, or you can watch someone like me who's going to buy and test all of them for you, and I'll be sure to give you my opinions on which ones I think are the best and which ones might be right for you. But of course, we won't know that until the DLC obviously does come out and does release. But I'll of course be doing that sort of content here on my channel, so definitely stand by for that. And I can't believe I almost missed one vehicle, the tugboat. How much is the tugboat going to be? We haven't seen anything like this in Grand Theft Auto 5 or GTA Online yet. So again, add another million or two to that prediction right there. Although the tugboat might be cheaper, but I'm really not too sure. I don't even know if it's purchasable yet. It's kind of the one that's slipping from me a little bit. I can't tell if we're going to be able to buy it or not, or if it's only going to be used for a mission. That I'm really not too sure. So now we've got to talk about the prices associated with the organization itself. So far, if you didn't want to join an organization, it seems as if you could just regularly buy all those cars, no problem. But now there's going to be some fees that are most definitely going to be associated with the organization. The first of those would be maybe purchasing warehouses. Rockstar took, easily 5 or 10 seconds out of this 1-minute trailer to show off how massive the storage facilities are. I don't know if it's going to be an upfront fee. I don't know if there's going to be a monthly rent like most things are in the world, how you pay monthly to own the property. So that's something to consider right there. Based off of other properties Rockstar have in the game, you could guess that this is anywhere from $1 million, maybe 1.2, somewhere along those lines. You've also got to consider the headquarters themselves. These obviously look to be in very luxurious locations, and they definitely seem to be in some of the most prime locations of Grand Theft Auto Online. So you can imagine those would be pretty expensive, maybe $1 or $2 or $3 million right there. And then you've got to consider the price to actually become the CEO. I know there wasn't a price to become the VIP. I know you just needed $1 million in your bank account, but maybe you need to become a VIP and then upgrade to a CEO, and that fee may be somewhere along the lines of $1 million or something like that. Rockstar really like round numbers, so I'm guessing that's probably what they're going to be doing right there. And then obviously I think there's going to be some miscellaneous charges that'll come along with this. Surprisingly, I didn't see any new clothing or weapons, which is insane. How Rockstar have managed to hide any of the new clothing or weapons that might be coming with this update is relatively impressive. So either they're just coming in the DLC and we don't know about them yet, or this DLC just doesn't have a focus on new clothing. But I would almost guarantee you that there would be something so that we can dress up like a CEO, have new weapons that would be perfect for using in our organization. And some other miscellaneous fees might be some things you do around your headquarters and your warehouses. Rockstar obviously stated you could hire an executive assistant, so I'm assuming that's going to cost money. That probably will not be free. Maybe you can do some sort of decorations to your office, or change them up a little bit, or change the name of your organization. That I'm not entirely too sure about, but I would imagine there would be some sort of customization there, and they wouldn't just leave it to us. For example, they showed off a few screenshots of a safe that's like built into the wall with money. There's also what looks to be an armory. Again, I cannot confirm that, but why else would they show some sort of armory if it wasn't going to have a purpose? So maybe those are additional features that we could add to our warehouse, or are only available in certain locations. And then you'll have to make the executive decision on how much you want to spend on a warehouse versus how much you want to spend also on the headquarter spots. Now, as always, when I make videos like this, you can choose to buy whatever you want. I know a lot of people are going to buy an HQ, a warehouse, they're going to buy one supercar, make themselves the CEO, and that's it. And that's totally cool. And then there's some people that like to go balls to the wall, like myself, and just get everything. So you could go anywhere and spend $4 million on this DLC, or you could spend $25 million on this DLC. Again, it's all going to come down to you and how you want to spend your own personal money. Now, I'm curious, if you guys want me to make a video on the strategy behind maximizing your money in the update, in terms of what you should buy first or second or third, or what kind of scenario you should set yourself up in when the DLC does drop, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'm definitely thinking about doing a video like that. But really, that's all I've got for you guys today. Some things I left out on the list are the Titan and the Cargo Bob, because I'm not sure if those are new versions of the Cargo Bob or just existing ones that you can already use. Like, I've already got a Cargo Bob and a Titan, so I'm not gonna have to purchase those again. But if it's a special version of the Cargo Bob or a Titan, maybe you will. So that's kind of why I didn't include it in this, but who knows? We're all gonna find out soon enough. If you guys did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.